So
Yeah, I'll let you take the reins.
not too long ago, I had I had ventured up to God's country up north.
Yeah, now we're talking like middle of nowhere.
Yeah, middle of nowhere. And I hadn't been there in probably a decade. And I went up there to visit some family. I have close family up there, namely my parents.
Well, and Tom spent a portion of his childhood up there.
Yeah, I lived up there, and so I'm very familiar with the area. It was half my real like stomping grounds.
What it is, it's an old Midwestern farm town, and we all know what those do is just die slowly for 100 years.
Yeah,
you
as
know?
agricultural policies become more and more constricted and restrictive.
I mean, it's the same story everywhere, right? It's
Yeah.
just like, dude, it's just, I mean, what happened to that industry? You know, I mean, it's, whatever. We can say that some other time. But but then you had maybe like some coal mining, steel stuff or whatever.
I think there was
and,
logging there,
Logging.
a lot of pine.
Right, but like,
there's a lot of those pine forests that are just planted in rows where I never understood. You know, it's funny when I was a kid.
It almost, when you're in the middle of nowhere, I did remember looking as we were driving. I'm like, God, it really looks like somebody fucking planted these. Like, and they must, I guess, when they probably clear cut the whole area
and then they just,
drop the seed every fucking 10 feet or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I remember, first of all, this is just a slight digression, but I remember when I was a little kid, I always just thought that was the coolest fucking thing because it reminded me of the scenes in Return of the Jedi on the speeder bikes while they're speeding through the forests of Endor. And I would run or ride a bike through them because you could actually ride through these forests.
Oh, because you could predict what's happening.
Yeah. Because they were just all straight. So as a little kid, I was like, this is the fucking shit.
Pod racing.
Yeah, yay. But yeah, so I had gone up there a handful of months ago. And I had gotten myself in a little legal trouble. Had a small altercation with some police officers.
Now
there was two different.
Basically, you're partying.
Yeah. Well, first we were not partying, and something's going on with my license.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah.
Especially up there. And
that's the place I most don't have a license is Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's the place where they most don't want me to drive.
Right.
And which is stupid because I've been trying to take care of this for a fucking handful of years now, and nobody can tell me what I have to do.
I would say the entire time I've known you. It's been. Have you had a license since I've known you?
Well, we won't discuss any of that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
But so that happens. And they gave me a nothing. They let me drive away, and they were like, look, take care of this. It's fine. Okay. And we were ecstatic. I was with somebody else that shall remain nameless.
Now it's time to have a drink.
Now it's time to celebrate.
Yeah.
And then...
So basically, I don't know.
So we were celebrating.
We kind of glossed over. If anybody doesn't understand what happened, Tom got pulled over, didn't have a license. The cop gave him a ticket and let him go.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyways.
And so then it was a whole thing. The cop was super cool, out of the ordinary, like extraordinarily cool.
Was it like, well, he had a leather jacket?
Yeah,
and
he was like the Fonz, baby.
Yeah.
Fonz.
Right.
And then so then me and the dude I'm with, then we were like, holy shit, how'd that even work? We didn't do anything. So then we're like, well, let's go celebrate. So I go park my car at the
people
hotel.
like us are not used to. We talk about this sometimes. The old cops, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, you're fucked. No matter what.
The new cops are weird, but yeah.
Yeah, it weirds me out.
Yeah.
But so then we go, and we, imbibe, and we imbibe some more. And somebody's got the fights on their phone at the bar, and then the bartender, I know him. He used to hang out with my nephew, and the whole fucking night gets out of control. A couple Mexican gents that live around the area show up there, and they're kind of up to no good, but whatever. So are we. And so we end up sort of talking to him.
Like how you always say Mexican, like you're not.
Yeah.
I just met your dad. You're Mexican.
I know. Everyone in every story, it's like, oh yeah, that was Manolo. No, but we called him Chinarro. It's like, okay, well, we don't know any of this.
Okay.
None of these are going to stick. Just say the story. But yeah. So then these guys are having people back after bar, so we end up over there. Next thing you know, there's some sort of noise complaint. Now, at this point, nobody knows where the fuck they are. It's this point, and I forget that these small-time deputies don't like being disrespected.
Yeah, they got a real fucking chip on their shoulder.
They got a real chip on their shoulder.
Yeah.
And, I'm more of the, hey, get your fucking sweaty, ill-fitting fake cop wearing ass out of my fucking face.
Right.
You told me we're loud. Cool.
Yeah.
We're gonna
look. You've had your say.
Yeah. Now fuck off.
Fucking scram.
Yeah. Now piss off.
Yeah.
And they don't like that.
No,
so then
they
come
hate
back
that.
with some other shit. And so whatever, it becomes a thing. And then next thing you know, they didn't let us go.
And now we
so it wasn't actually a big deal. It was just I got like it was just disorder. It was just tickets and nonsense.
Tom and his compatriot were not being totally cooperative.
Yeah, we were just uncooperative, and they wanted to, you know.
And now your friend, who will remain nameless, one of my favorite parts of the entire story was that, and
because this is all outlined in my paperwork.
Tom let me read the paperwork, and I was reading through it, and there's one part where they go, so and so was laying on the ground, screaming obscenities, refusing to present an ID, then agreed to present his ID, took out his wallet, put his palm out flat, and put the wallet on his palm, and then was yanking it back anytime they tried to take it, like some kind of karate fucking challenge. Like,
yeah, they were just generally just fucking with him, and they didn't like it. So, anyways, I had to go up there and
then there was a bit of a not a scuffle. It wasn't like a fight, but it was sort of just like a grabbing around or whatever.
Yeah,
Who
knows?
Well, you didn't get like assaulted.
Well, the other
police
thing
officer or something, which is good.
I mean,
you could have.
I think I got taken down at one point. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. It said,
but it was no big deal. It was nothing compared to my past.
Sure.
Transgressions. So
now we got a bit of a situation.
So yeah, either way, it took care of it all. It was just little court dates. It was just some tickets and some bullshit. But so I took care of all of it through Zoom, but then I had to go up there. Apparently, Wisconsin, any criminal case, you have to submit DNA. So I was like, can I send it? You know,
I mean, I do that all the time.
Can I joke off in a cup?
Yeah, I mean, like I'll just add you to my mailing list.
Yeah, you want spit or the other one?
Right. I know. Let's not beat around the bush. We all know what DNA means.
We all know what DNA
I've watched Forensic Files. Yeah. I know what you want.
So I had to go up there and do an in-person thing and just like sign my paperwork and all this shit. And it was fucking funny though. Because we go up there now, Vinny's never met either of my parents. My mom and my dad live nearby each other up there, and they're both from here. Well, my dad's from Texas, but he's, by proxy, he's like
your dad's from parts unknown.
Yeah, he's from all over the fucking place. Really, he's very nomadic. He's always been extremely nomadic.
Right.
So for right now, he's settled in north or central Wisconsin, and my mom has lived up there for decades, and she's from these western suburbs here, Elmhurst to be specific. But Vinny's never met either of them. So I was like, oh, so here's the thing though.
Now, I would just like to add here, within 5 minutes of being at your mom's house, you had said, hey mom, have you ever seen any of our show that we do? And she goes, maybe the first one. I watched a couple of minutes, but you guys, you go on these tangents. I don't know what you're talking about. So I turned it off.
Yeah, which is pretty much the answer.
She's never looked at it again.
She's never seen it, which I'm very glad to hear.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
she doesn't need to know. But yeah, so where was I?
So we go up there. We get to your mom's house. We got it. 12 packs of White Claw
figured
for some reason.
we were like, you know what? We should probably have a couple drinks to settle the nerves, so I can get to bed and get up and whatever. So I didn't have to
why
be
we
there till
still think we can do that, but yeah.
Now, I am a middle-aged man at this point, and Vinny's nearing and inching up there. Maybe you might be. I don't know.
I think technically I'm 35 and over is right.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like I got to be at least halfway done, dude. I don't know if I just had to guess,
So yeah, we're up there. No. This is what I was going to say. Now, first of all, the only reason that Vinny had to go up there with me or agreed to go up there with me is because I didn't want to then drive my car back up there because it's just such a.
It would be too ridiculous.
Yeah, if this happened, it would be stupid, and it's like. That car, it just sticks out like a fucking sore thumb up in rural Wisconsin. It just doesn't make any sense.
And between the two of us, we have a license,
yes,
a car, and insurance. So we were good.
We were good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so So that's why I recruited Vinny here, and so we're like, fuck it, let's go up.
And the real reason I went is because I was like, Tom, you don't want to be driving up there. He was going to do it, but I just like to go places.
Yeah, he was bored.
That's the real reason. I just wanted something to do. But yeah.
Yeah, so we had decided to grab a couple claws. We're like, all right, let's do this. This will fucking be a good idea.
Now, they live in a farmhouse out in the real middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like we're talking like literally when we're driving out there, I'm like, damn, this is because people tell you the middle of nowhere, you don't know what they actually mean, but this is like real remote shit.
Yeah. It is Amish country.
Right. Yeah.
But then you get to my mom's house and it's like this bastion of coziness. It's like,
dude,
it's
what a
so
great
weird,
place,
dude.
Yeah.
It's like this.
And you know what else too? It was really fun to be like kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're like the kids of this place.
Yeah.
30, late 30s and 40s. And we're in there like being kids, and it was great.
Yeah.
You know,
just having some drinks, and my mom's just, and you know,
we're just being generally mischievous, and she's like,
she's
"Boy, you boys," and we're like,
she's just, and so now flash forward, my stepdad Mike is waking us up as if it's a school day.
Yeah.
Bang, bang, bang. Tom.
Guys, it's going on 9:30
Hey, guys,
here.
it's going on 9:30 there. You gotta probably want to get up and start getting ready. Or I'm just like, oh my god. What the
all
fuck?
right.
Okay. Yeah.
Thanks, Dad.
5 more minutes.
Yeah.
It's such a fucking piece of shit.
It is hilarious. Yeah.
I know.
No,
Jesus
they had to
Christ.
drag us out of bed, and we're still drunk. And,
It was idiotic. And so, all right. Well, then we go over to the courthouse. Quaintest courthouse.
Dude.
Most friendly fucking people I've ever...
possibly my favorite fucking courthouse or jail I've ever been to. Like, I mean,
I would agree.
we walk in the courtroom. First, you
First of all,
figure out where to go and whatever, and but we get in there. There's nobody there.
Just one dude in an
there's
ill-fitting suit.
Those old like wooden benches from like the 20s.
Yeah, it's like Perry Mason.
Like you picture the courtroom in To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah.
That's what this was.
Yeah.
And it was like these old wooden benches and stuff, and one guy there, and I guess we didn't know at first, but it's the prosecutor. And
so we're just shooting the shit.
We
with
come
him.
in party mode still.
Yeah, we're
And
like,
hey,
boom,
Bo,
bang,
what's
bang.
up,
What's up,
buddy?
guys?
And he didn't know how to take it at first, but he kind of rolled with it.
He rolled
but
with it, and then he was
I
kind of
don't
like,
think, dude, that guy has ever had somebody he's prosecuting come in like, hey, what's up, man? How's it going?"
He
And that
seemed
dude-
like he was like, why aren't these people?
Why don't they
threatened
care?
by me?
Right. And
Like, what
dude,
is happening?
We're just joking around.
We
and shit.
disarmed him,
And
in other words.
So I think at some point he had gone because you left the room for a minute or something. I forget what happened. For whatever reason, I
I was going to go get some DNA for him, but then they told me that wasn't what I was supposed to be doing.
Sir,
So please,
we have
if you're gonna
told you repeatedly.
not in the hall.
Right, yeah. Come into my office. But no, so I'm talking to the guy, and he's like, so are you just here to witness or whatever? And I was like, no, I'm actually his legal counsel.
Yeah.
And I go, but I've only practiced bird law before.
Yeah, he's like,
Is that
most
gonna
of
be
my
a-"
expertise is in bird law, but I
So-
figured I'd lend a hand since he needed some sort of
Now,
legal counsel.
The only reason I recount this is just how silly and dumb is like, you wake up, and we weren't like drunk, but
No,
we were like
no,
hungover,
no.
but like, but kind of in that silly mood. And like, you look back on it later in the day, I was thinking about it. I was like, did I walk into an actual courtroom and tell him I wanted to practice
Tell the
bird law?
DA that you're a bird law?
That
Yeah.
I'm a bird law lawyer?
Yeah. Yes, you did. And then you mistook the there's a big portrait painting
Oh, yeah.
of like some judge that, from some past era.
And it goes 1967 to 1996, and I say to the fucking prosecutor, it's the years under this picture of this portrait of this guy who's like 70.
Yeah.
And I look at the years and I say to the
No,
prosecutor,
you go 20. It was 1929 because you
no,
go.
it was 29 years.
Oh,
it was
I
from
see.
66 to 95 or 67 to 96, whatever. And I say to the prosecutor, literally one of the dumbest things I've ever said to another adult in my entire life. I go, man, am I crazy? There's no way this guy was only 29.
That's clearly
And
geriatric.
he goes, no, those are the years he served on the
Yeah.
bench. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's when Vinny left the.
And I was like, I think I gotta take a break.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like yeah,
Go
I'm fucking
bother someone else in one of these offices for a little while.
So, needless to say, or I didn't really know what was happening, but apparently I had to sit at the at the helm of the fucking defendant. Yeah, like I was my own lawyer.
I don't know how you didn't know that this was the trial and you were getting
Yeah,
sentenced.
I had no idea what was
Tom's
going
like, oh, I don't know. I might just have to like sign a document or something.
Yeah, I wasn't
I don't know.
quite sure what was happening.
When we
on
get in
that.
there, the judge is like, okay, it's game time. We're like, oh, that's what this is? Okay.
So here's me. Vinny snuck a quick pic.
Now
Not
let's
Vinny.
make it-
Vinny didn't. Because that might be something that would be.
There were signs all over.
I
No
know.
cell phone use in the courtrooms and
Yeah,
stuff.
so that-
yeah. Got a quick picture. Now, this is the scene. So everybody, can they see this?
Oh, yeah.
So now you guys can see that's Tom there on the right at the defendant's table. And that's our friend, the prosecutor.
Yeah, whose name? Oh yeah, who was also from?
He's from like right down the
LaGrange.
road. Yeah.
He was from LaGrange, Illinois. Like fucking. I literally was just at dinner in LaGrange last Saturday.
Yeah, and his name is Cliff.
It's Clifton Burton. His name was
Clifton-
Cliff Burton.
Yeah, which I knew sounded weird, and then you told
Yeah,
me.
he's the original bassist of Metallica who died on their tour bus that every metal fan in the world has revered for the fucking last 30 years plus.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, his name is Cliff Burton. He's shooting the shit with us. Now, first of all, he also seemed fucking hungover.
Everybody in that entire place.
Yeah, when
is
the
drunk.
judge came
the judge
in, he
came in,
looked
his
like he
nose was,
was-
all red and
Yeah,
shit.
he looked like he
yeah.
was fighting one off also.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, so then they start going through the May plea deal and this and that, and you know, do I agree to that? But one of the funniest questions was I hadn't had any drugs or alcohol in my system for 24 hours, and I'm just thinking, well, clearly you could smell that's not a fact.
Guys, can you answer that question honestly? But come on.
Yeah, how about
know.
you, gentlemen?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of us. All right, good. We'll go on then.
Right. Yeah. If you tell me you haven't had any
Yeah.
alcohol today, then I'll fucking say it too.
Yeah. But yeah, so. But then they go.
And the judge always has to do that thing too. That he goes. So Tom has already talked to the prosecutor, and they have come to a plea agreement. And just to reiterate, we're up for like what? Like
well, it was originally a disorderly, an
evading
obstruction,
arrest or
yeah,
obstruction
a
or
few
whatever.
things. And they
So
were
it's
going to
not-
drop.
It's not nothing.
It's not
You know what
nothing.
I mean, yeah.
But it wasn't that.
I mean, it's not a suspended license or something. You know.
Yeah,
It's
well,
not-
that was also
that
on
was
there.
also
revoked.
there.
Yeah, that was also a revoked license.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you had your bingo card, fucking.
yeah, I was almost, dude. One more, I'd have been like, bingo.
Right, yeah.
Got it. Oh shit.
Just-
Just handcuffed.
Arrest me for weed and I win.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the judge does that thing of like, now, sir. And I wish we could play more of this. The audio. So we got
Yeah,
one.
it's-
We got
so-
then I was
An unnamed participant.
yeah, a listener sent this in. I guess
Yeah,
somebody.
a listener sent us in. He must have been.
I guess
there.
somebody illegally recorded this.
Yeah, we don't know where this came from, but we've had it verified. Apparently, it is from inside the courtroom.
But I had- yeah.
But the funny thing is
But
there was no one
or
else there.
Someone, whoever did this, had to hide it. I think.
Yeah.
In a way that sort of obscured the audio.
Muffled it.
Yeah. So, but no. So the judge is doing that thing of like, well, you know, because you've made this agreement with the prosecutor, you're aware.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
You are aware that I don't need to listen to any
Abide
of
by
that,
any of
and I
this.
can. And he's like, and I can sentence you to jail for a year and stuff. And Tom goes, I wasn't aware of that, but I understand. And he was like, I could tell there was a moment where
Yeah, I was like,
where
wait, what?
You were like, should I
Yeah.
back off and get a lawyer? Like,
Yeah, there was a
I
second
saw
where I
the
was
wheels
like,
turning.
You're
Like,
not gonna.
are you doing? Like, can you
Let me read this, dude. Hold on.
Shoot me straight here. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what are
I
we
had
doing?
to, there took a minute where I had to look in that man's eyes.
Yeah, so the judge is like, so anyways, basically you have made this meaningless agreement and
Yeah.
anything may happen from here. And Tom's like,
All
all right, let's roll the dice. Let's
yeah,
go.
fuck
And
it. I'm not coming back.
Yeah, right. So anyways, yeah.
Yeah. So, but okay. So the funny thing is, let's paint the scene again. It's just me, Vinny.
They can see.
Yeah, I'm at this fucking, and I have to speak into that one of those little flexible microphones that comes up like that.
Gooseneck thing.
Yeah, a little gooseneck. And they're just asking me blah blah blah, and I'm saying, yeah,
I gotta
no
fix my
contest.
crotch. I'm sorry.
All right. Oh my god. But yeah, the thing is there. So, but yeah, my point was going to be is it's just us. The judge comes in. It's just me, him, the fucking DA, and Vinny.
Yeah. And
we're
then
just
there
sitting
was,
there,
like,
and one other dude comes in
eventually one other drunk showed up.
Yeah, some other
like,
drunk wearing fake Timberlands.
dude, literally, like, dressed like fucking middle of nowhere Wisconsin from Central Casting.
Yes.
They're like
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
Carhartt jacket,
Yeah.
boots, fucking dirty flannel,
Yeah.
stupid fucking unkempt beard, and just
Yeah,
looking
just
like,
all of it. Everything
looked like
about
the
it.
dumbest guy I've ever seen in my entire life, to be honest. But yeah,
yeah. So, but that was it. That was all of us.
yeah.
And so they're reading, they're going back and forth. I just have to keep saying yes, no contest, blah, blah, blah. Sure, it's awesome. And then, so he's like, all right, well, it's, he goes, well, he's like, well, it seems like hopefully you've learned your lesson.
Yeah, do you want? I can play the one part that we wanted to listen to.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
want to? Because
Yeah.
I just didn't want you to give it away.
No,
Okay,
I'm not gonna,
okay.
yeah. So he's going, well, the judge goes, well, obviously, it seems that you're aware that this sort of behavior is not acceptable behavior, and it seems hopefully that you've learned your lesson. Now, it's not going to be a cheap lesson. It's going to be a.
Oh,
what did he
yeah.
say?
They
What did he say? He
got,
goes, it's-
unfortunately, sir, it's going to be a very expensive,
very expensive.
very expensive reminder that this behavior is not acceptable or
Yeah.
something like that. And then
Yeah, he goes, now for count blah, blah,
hopefully,
blah.
hopefully in the future, I love the way he put this because he goes, hopefully in the future, when you're in a situation like this, you'll
Yeah.
behave differently. And it's like,
hey,
why would I want to be
Yeah.
in this situation? Like,
I'm not going back to their house.
I like the judge is like, clearly, sir, you're going to be in this
Yeah,
situation again.
yeah. I've looked over your record. We know this is not stopping until you're gone.
Yeah, just try to get arrested better next time.
Yeah. Yeah, but he goes, unfortunately, this is going to be a very expensive reminder. He goes, on count one, we're going to do $100 fine.
It was like one was like $100, the other was like $150. My mouth was agape. I was like, dude, because when they start,
Yeah.
and they really had a fucking weighty tone.
Yeah, it was like the gravitas behind these
dude,
fines were insanely, like, I thought something was coming.
The judge was like literally looked like sorrowful. He was
Yeah,
like,
like,
I'm sorry
to
that
do
I have
this."
to do this to you.
Yeah.
But dude, and remember before, just to go back, I know
$250.
we're kind of jumping around here, but like, here's how great this court was, dude. When one of the other things when we're shooting the shit with the prosecutor, I told him my exact words. I was like, "Oh, dude, jail fucking sucks by us. This place is awesome."
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
goes, well, we try to have a kinder, gentler approach than they do in the cities. Like he was,
Yeah.
like,
He basically was like, yeah, I guess we're awesome.
yeah, dude. But I just think back of like when you're in the moment, sometimes you don't realize what. But I literally walked in a courtroom.
Yeah, he was
said that
Ricky
I,
from Trailer
Said
Park
that I
Boys.
practiced
That's really
bird law, and then told the guy jail fucking sucks by us. This place is awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, these guys probably thought we were complete
Dude,
stooges.
he had no idea what to make of us, I don't
No.
think. And I think it, in a weird way, that we talk about this with cops too, is like when you don't act like you're beneath them, it works out better.
Oh
for
yeah,
you,
always.
You know?
I've
Like,
known. Yeah, that's been my
Yeah.
tactic for decades now.
Right. Yeah.
Where I'm like, I don't be an asshole to them, but I also don't be beneath them. But anyways, obviously it didn't work out in this particular
But where
situation because
do-
here I am in court.
Where does the line be drawn?
Yeah, that's a com. But yeah, so then the judge gives me my hefty fines.
Oh my god, I couldn't believe it. I was
yeah,
expecting
it
like
was
$5,000 when he was going in all this shit. I was like, oh god, Tom's gonna
Yeah.
be mad on the way home.
Yeah, it was $250 all day. So, God bless. Hey,
I told that-
Marquette County. God bless.
I told that yesterday to my friend Matt Gear. I saw him and he goes, "Holy shit, I'll punch a cop right now for if that's all it costs." Like, he's like, "Can I go up there with you next time and punch a cop?" I'm like, "Yeah,
God,
sure."
imagine him walking around there. They'd be like, "What
Oh,
the fuck
dude,
is
yeah.
going on here?"
Some escaped Andy Warhol lunatic from the asylum. Yeah,
No, off of a painting.
yeah, he literally jumped
He
out
peeled
of
himself
yeah.
off of a painting and fucking ran off.
and started blowing around in the wind. Like, yeah.
I don't know how I got here. If you're out there, I'm fucking around, but you got an artist look.
Right. Yeah, you know
It's intentional.
you're not a weightlifter, you know,
Also-
or anything like that. But yeah,
Neither are we.
right. at least he has a look. You know?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So after the judge passes down judgment and levies these hefty penalties against me. He goes to the DA. He goes, "All right, Mr. Burton, is there anything that you need to add?"
Yeah.
And this was the.
So bear with me here. I'm gonna. This audio sucks, but
It does. You're
we're
gonna have to.
we're
We'll
gonna
try.
Yeah. So here's where it starts. Hold on.
Perfect.
It's not happening now.
Yes.
This was just working. Hold
I
on.
know.
Yeah,
That's all right.
Keep babbling for a second. I'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
I'm gonna babble a little bit, but anyways, yeah. So, well, it was funny anyways because he. Holy crap! I need to know the strain you guys are smoking tonight. Actually, cheetah piss.
Is that one?
No, I didn't fucking take the cheetah piss. There was actually, there was a cart of cheetah piss, and I was like, why would I want this? But yeah, it was funny because as he was asked by the judge, is there anything that you'd like to add? He seemed genuinely like he just did it. It didn't seem like he was in his.
He might as well have been saying, you know what? He's a pretty good
He's
guy.
fine.
Yeah.
He seems cool, dude. Fuck it.
I've never in my entire
It was
life
fucking bizarre, dude.
seen a prosecutor be like,
I want to hang out with them.
yeah, kind of. Yeah, he was like, he prefaced like he had like a caveat for everything of like, and I'm sure my esteemed colleague would agree.
Yeah, he's really very supportive and uplifting,
Dude,
to
it
be
was
honest.
so weird.
It was
yeah.
bizarre because down here they're such fucking.
They're like,
pricks.
in 2014,
You're a
he
piece of
fucking-
shit. Yeah.
whatever,
You can't
you know.
trust this slime ball fucking grease bag.
Oh yeah, this guy's been a menace.
grease bag.
Oh yeah, Tom's dad called me a grease bag. But no, the prosecutor will read back everything for fucking 12 years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he fucking didn't use his turn signal in fucking 2008. You know, look at all this shit this guy
Yeah,
does.
and they're just
And
demeaning. They're just
just-
very short and curt.
Oh my God.
And
And
just,
they
I mean, I
don't-
get it too.
they don't even make eye contact.
No,
with you,
you're
like,
not
ever.
human.
You're not human.
You're not
Yeah,
human.
yeah.
This guy
Right.
wanted a party.
Yeah.
So, anyways, the judge asks, Mr. Burton, is there anything that you would like to add? And here
Here
this
we
is what
go.
he says.
Okay, let's see.
Yes, Your Honor. I do feel that the findings here are appropriate. The behavior that the defendant engaged in, specifically with the 22 CM-115 case, is unacceptable. I think he would probably be the first to admit it. You can't be
So if you can't understand what he's just said, he said,
Yeah, he said-
the behavior described, and he gives the
In the P- yeah,
whatever,
122.
and he goes, and I'm sure he'd be the first one to admit. It's like,
Yeah, like,
when do you hear them talk like
no,
that? Like,
this is- yeah, like
all right.
I'm sure, yeah.
So I'm gonna kind of try to like EQ this as we go and see what I can do. But yeah,
Go ahead.
bear with us here. Yeah.
You shouldn't be calling them names or doing your job. And you sure sex shouldn't be threatening.
Okay,
Yeah,
hold on.
so
Let me
go
back that up
yeah,
a
yeah,
second.
back
yeah.
that because I can hear it.
So-
So
What he was saying there.
he
was,
says I'm sure he would be the first to admit that this behavior is unacceptable
yeah.
to officers. They're just trying to do their job.
Okay, I think I got it kind of here.
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Here we go.
Specifically with the 22 CM-115 case is unacceptable. I think he would probably be the first to admit it. You can't be treating law enforcement that way. You shouldn't be calling them names or doing your job. And you sure sex shouldn't be threatening to kill them.
Now this was a part. This was a
All right,
part
for
that I
anyone-
wasn't.
For
yeah,
anyone that couldn't understand that, he goes, now, they're just the. I'm sure that my esteemed colleague would agree that he shouldn't be calling
Officers' names. They're just
vulgarities
trying to
and
do
names.
their
They're trying
job.
And then he goes, and you sure as
and-
heck shouldn't be threatening to kill them. I gotta fucking just in case I will find out later, but like just in case you can hear this.
You can't be treating law enforcement that way. You shouldn't be calling them names or doing your job. And you sure sex shouldn't be threatening to kill them.
This is what court is like there.
Yeah.
Like, you sure as heck shouldn't be, and you know
better, Bucko.
Yeah.
Come on, Buster.
Let's not-
And you sure as heck shouldn't be threatening to kill.
Now that doesn't mean, Judge, that I'm not going to share some of my mother's homemade apple pie with him. but look, he knows what he did.
Dude, on the off chance that anyone from up there, not from up there, but yeah, if these specific individuals ever fucking happen to see this broadcast, we're not making fun of you. We love you.
Yeah, it's fucking the
this
best place
motherfucker
ever, dude.
afterwards was like, dude, I feel like getting arrested up here, man. Can we come back? He's like, this is insane.
I know,
He's
yeah.
like, this is the most accommodating and friendly and cozy. And
Oh, dude, even the security guy at the front,
Yeah.
he was like, we both set off the metal detector. He's like, it's probably your belt.
yeah, like, yeah, it
Okay.
is, sure.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm going in there for telling cops I'm going to kill him.
He thinks he probably,
like,
he probably thought we were getting divorced, you know?
yeah.
Which,
Who are these? Yeah.
which was another a funny part of the story. I don't know if you remember this part, but once again, when the night we get there before we go to court, like we said, we sat up and drank and hung out with Tom's mom, and she hung out with us till like fucking 4 a.m. or whatever it was. And at one point, she goes, "Well, you can have that room and you can have that room," and I go, "Yeah, we'll take separate rooms, keep up appearances." And then I kept joking to Tom's mom that me and him were like a couple, but I could tell at one point she was like looking like, "Is this a joke?"
Yeah, stop it.
Yeah, right.
Knock it off.
Yeah, it was just really cracking me up because I could see how like uncomfortable she was, and I was
Yeah,
like,
she's like, well, yeah.
but it was like it was a joke, but it was
Yeah, it was a funny
creeping.
joke.
It was really creeping her
But
out.
yeah, you
It's like-
took it long.
yeah, kind of, yeah.
You took it long. So that was our. So then we left. Got something to eat. Went and hung out with my dad after the.
Well, first we wanted to have dinner with him, and this is another place. Thing
Yeah.
about going to these places is like we call him up and go, "Hey, let's."
Yeah, I go.
out
Is,
to eat, and he
is
goes,
something
"Go."
around you that we can grab a bite
No,
to eat
didn't he
with
say
you?
something like-
He goes, with that you are shit out of luck.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah.
I thought he said something like go where to eat, like or something like that.
No, I go. So I'm like, so what do we do? You want to go grab something to eat? And he goes, where?
Yeah.
I'm like, anywhere. I'm like, around.
a
Is there
restaurant?
anything around you? He goes,
Nope.
On that one, you are shit out of luck. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah,
like, there's
yeah.
not one thing to eat. It's fucking 7 o'clock at
Dude,
night.
I mean, it's crazy. Like
It was probably 6 when I was talking to him.
Well, first of all, and this happened. Anybody that like drives a lot and travels, you know what this is like. But like we had the problem the entire time. Of,
yeah,
like,
literally both
the
days.
entire trip of just like, dude, where can we get some fucking food? Like, what? I'm sick of eating pork
Dude,
rinds.
we went.
you
How
know,
about
like-
this? On the way up there, we stopped. We finally fucking find a place in Portage, Wisconsin that says it's open. Dino's, and we go in there.
Oh.
They're closing, and Dino's fucking all apologetic.
Yeah.
But he's just like. But we're like, this is a thing that Vinny was talking about. I don't know, a couple weeks ago about people in the town that has nothing in it, not knowing where anything is.
Oh, yeah,
We're like, is there
yeah.
anything around? He's like,
I don't know. Yeah,
we're like,
No, and we
even
had-
anything like I'm like.
What did we ask somebody else too? Hey, is there a diner? Oh, we asked the prosecutor. Hey,
Yeah,
is there a
It's
good
like,
diner around here? And he goes,
man,
I bring my lunch. I'm like,
Yeah.
motherfucker. There's 8 places in this entire fucking county. Do you
Yeah.
not know where they are?
Yeah.
Like, what do you?
I
you know?
bring my lunch. That's right.
Yeah, he said I usually.
should have asked him
I
for
usually
some of it.
pack we should have asked him for. A fucking,
what do you got? What'd you
Dude,
bring?
Yeah, can we try some?
You got carrots?
Give me a bite.
Did your wife make it?
He probably
Miss
had.
Burton?
Dude,
Miss
what do you-
Burton make it?
What do you think? That guy probably eats like egg salad and celery for lunch. or
Dude,
some
I would have
shit. Like,
fucking totally indulged in it. He would have given us a half a sand.
Actually, that sounds good.
I know.
So,
Fucking
yeah.
nice egg salad on rye.
Oh man,
God damn it.
tomato.
Oh. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Now we're talking, Bucko. But yeah. So at any rate, we went over. Now here's my question. This is the first time Vinny has ever met either of my parents. What'd you think?
It was fun. It was what's weird is they both reminded me of my parents a lot. It's weird a lot of people are like moms and dads.
Yeah.
And they're always up here on the mom and dad level. But like my mom and dad were the same way as like you felt like you're just hanging out with people,
Yeah.
like friends. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's always cool to see when somebody has parents like that because it's like, you meet other people's parents and they're like fucking, oh, well, okay, good to see you. I'm going back over here. Like
they don't want to really, and
Yeah.
it makes sense though when I say when I've said in the past like that our house, like my mom's house specifically, was like where all the kids were. Like all my friends, everyone's
Right.
friend. Like that was just she knew every one of the friends. Knew
No,
them,
she Tom's
like
mom
helped them out. You know
Tom's
what I
mom
mean?
will make you feel comfortable right away. She's like very just I don't know,
Silly.
easy to get along with. Yeah, fun.
She's a silly one.
She clearly is somebody that just is out here in life with the rest of us. You know what I mean? It's weird to say.
Yeah,
but, like,
I know what you mean,
It's like
though.
she's not like a parent.
I know what you mean.
Like,
yeah.
like-
She just doesn't seem like she's judging you for anything.
Right, and it
She's
wasn't
like, oh, okay.
It wasn't
Well,
weird
it's
for it to
cool.
be 3 a.m. lit up and like
Yeah.
just chilling and
Just,
whatever. Yeah.
Now, also, we didn't really describe. Now, there's a couple people on here, and yes, JT liverwurst sandwich. Fuck yeah, that's probably what he had. You're right. It was probably liverwurst, and I would have eaten that. I love liverwurst.
Oh, dude.
Dude, liver
Let's
sausage.
not get off on that.
Yeah,
because,
let's not get off on that.
because man, I could really go for
Dude,
some Braunschweiger
Now,
right now.
Sean
but-
Stevens says, "Was Eddie cleaning his guns?" Odd story.
Is that your dad's name, right?
Yeah.
Because
Not cleaning.
I didn't know what to call him. I don't think I addressed him
Oh, yeah,
by
that's a
name
good
ever.
point.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah,
if
I
should
never
call him
told you.
Mr. Dad. I did call him Dad actually at one point. Yeah.
Well, because he goes when we're leaving, he goes, "All right, boys. All right, be careful. I love you."
No, he goes.
"Love you,
I
boys."
love you guys,
Yeah, he goes, "I love you, boys."
or I love you boys. And I was like, I just
It's
met
like,
you.
"I love you too, Dad."
That's what I said. Yeah.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Huh.
But
And he went back to watching his World War II movies.
yeah, and then
Like,
flipping back and forth with some other one where a kid moves from Arizona and pretends it's Texas.
and he
some
knew the
after
whole
school-
thing. He's telling
Yeah.
us, he's going,
You ever see this
nah,
one?
this kid loves horses. We're like, okay.
Yeah, he goes,
It's
"You ever
like-
see this one?" I'm
Oh.
like, "What?"
So, but Tom's
No,
here's
never.
what Tom's dad looks like and feels like to be around. He's the guy in the X-Files that they would go. He's like the old Native American guy who now lives in like kind of a cheesy setting, but you can just tell that like this is not where he belongs really, you know. And like they would go question him about like chupacabra or something and be like, "Hey, what's going on?" He's like, "Oh, yeah," you know, and like he just has this.
I don't know anything.
He's been everywhere,
At
done
first, he
everything,
just-
seen everything, and it's like that. This old Indian guy just in the fucking kind of not like a nursing home. It's like a
Yeah, it's like a
like an older
like
people
an apartment
apartment.
building, but
Yeah.
where it's mostly retired.
So it
older
has
folks.
that vibe, and he's got his turquoise on the shelf, and he's got 500 guns, and you know what I mean, Like,
Dude,
And so
Sean-
and again, like perfect fucking movie old Indian. He's got some crazy little dog that he loves.
Yeah,
you know, and he's
cowboy that just listens, sits on his lap.
and it makes him howl and stuff. So, you know,
Yeah,
Um,
but also he had a fucking crazy cap and ball buffalo rifle, 56 caliber buffalo rifle
Yeah.
cap and ball. He's always got these insane. Yeah, so it was weird. It's always weird. I don't see my parents that often.
Yeah, we were telling stories and hanging out. The first
Yeah.
time the first second I walked in, he goes, "What's your name?" And I go, "Vinny." You know, we shake hands and stuff, and he goes, "Grease bag."
Yeah,
huh?"
one of those grease bags, huh? Yeah.
But then he does it.
Yeah.
I love that generation. Like their style of humor is so fun sometimes because like
yeah.
they're real good at like he had the perfect delivery of like real fucking grease bag, huh? And then but as he he holds the serious face and then walks a few seconds and looks. You know, and then he looks back with that joke look. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I love that style.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
something
yeah,
we
yeah.
don't really do. You know? But
No,
like,
we're overt.
We're just
pretty.
we just keep berating you. Like,
yeah, we're generally.
Let's see if this
bad
guy
people.
can fucking handle it.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, it was. It's always weird. But I just thought it was funny because I've known Vinny for a long time now. Obviously, we do a show together. We fucking. And it's just funny to.
Oh shit, we do.
To be like, oh, like this is where this is like I just never know what, because that's where I come from.
Yeah.
And I wonder if that translates somehow into making sense of like, oh, I kind of get where the fuck you're.
Yeah, but
Head is
so
now or something. I don't know.
Is there a way that I can explain who I am without having to learn anything about communication?
Yeah. Here, talk to these two.
Talk to them. Yeah. I always did like introducing people to my parents too, because it was like,
Yeah.
there is something about that where you're like, no, look,
Yeah. See.
look,
Yeah. This is why.
yeah, right, yeah.
This is why, you get it?
Can I get a little
Yeah.
leeway here? Like, yeah,
And here's a quick story. I won't tell the whole thing, but we are actually thinking of having my dad call in from time to time and tell fucking stories, because the guy's got. He won't tell the good stories, but he'll tell all kinds of fucking crazy stories. So he'll
Yeah.
tell some of the good ones, maybe.
Yeah, well, it was funny. All his stories, man, and it makes you really yearn for this bygone era, right? But it's like his stories about his friends who were con artists.
Oh, yeah.
and
Mr. French.
all this stuff. He knew this guy, Mr. French, back in the day that faked fucking UFO
Dude,
things.
yeah. So this guy,
And
my
had-
uncle Ray had told me about him. This guy, Mr. French, hired or they all worked for him. They did jobs for this guy. He was like,
By the way,
some
he was a
sort of-
grease bag.
He was a grease bag
Named French.
named fucking Guido French.
Guido French. Yeah,
Guido
yeah.
French. And this guy would con like the socialites of the time, and he had
And we're talking like out here in suburban Chicago.
yeah, Chicago and on politicians, socialites, all the big money guys, and he had these fucking people convinced at one point that he was in contact with people from
Venusians?
yeah from Venusians, people from Venus. And he concocted this whole fucking cocktail party with women dressed up like Star Trek shit and like
Yeah.
painted silver. And then said that they had a device that they were all going to be able to either go to Venus or contact them themselves. But he had my Uncle Ray with the car.
What years are we in?
Way
Like
off in a distance.
in the
This is
50s or something?
60s, yeah,
60s? Okay.
60s.
Yeah.
Early 60s probably. And so he's got these balloons tied to his car with lights.
Because he tells
on
people,
them.
"Hey, I can make a UFO."
Yeah,
come,"
so they're
you know?
gonna
That
do
old
this,
trick,
do this,
you know?
this
Yeah.
call, and then a UFO is gonna come up over the horizon and sail into the woods. And sure enough, it gives a signal, and my uncle fucking starts the car, lets the balloons. He drives over. This thing fucking rises above the hill line.
And they got lights on them. or
Yeah, they
whatever,
got lights, blinking lights,
Yeah, yeah.
whatever the fuck they had at the time, and that thing slowly fucking woo into the woods,
people
and they're
were
like,
like,
"Oh, take my
take
money,
my fucking money."
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was charging like $5,000 fucking plate at these, and that's back in the '60s.
Oh,
this guy was
Jesus
cleaning up
Christ,
apparently.
dude.
So these are the characters that these motherfuckers hung out with.
God, imagine being back then, like when you could tell fucking
Yeah.
a businessman,
Yeah.
that I'll take you to Venus, and he would somehow believe you. Yeah,
I'm
dude,
in.
Like, yeah,
I
okay.
am in.
But that just goes to show you.
Like, wait, you have women with silver clothes on? Well, fuck.
I can just imagine.
Well, how
what they
could you
look
be
like,
lying?
dude? Yeah,
Yeah.
But that just goes to show you how badly people have always wanted to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
dude. I know it's probably not true, but goddamn if it is.
If it is, I
like,
want in.
yeah, dude.
dude, I'll roll them dice.
Will you go to? Yes, I will go to another. No, fuck my family. I want to go to Venus.
Yeah.
Is it possible that it's better?
Tell
than
me
here?
my family's not coming.
Right, yeah,
Please.
exactly. Yeah. No, is there any way I can go anywhere else? Because this is bullshit.
Yeah.
This fucking beautiful planet with all of these wonders.
Yeah.
No good.
I hate it.
I hate it. The
Want out.
phone's always fucking ringing. You know?
Yeah.
Like, what
I
the
know,
fuck?
even back then. And it was those ones. They're like,
Yeah, right. Oh, those were irritating.
yeah, those were not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was our excursion. Now, here's the thing: is we've decided to probably go back up there once the weather breaks and the
I was trying to determine where the old outhouse was on Tom's mom's property. She
Yeah.
was being kind of tight-lipped about it.
yeah, I don't know
But,
why,
yeah.
but we'll get it out of her.
I'm gonna dig down in there. Yeah. We're going up. Yeah, we'll go up at some point again.
No, he's thinking about metal detecting on my mom and Mike's property, but I'm thinking about shooting buffalo rifles.
Yeah, why
That's
didn't-
what I want to do.
That's the thing is next time we go, we got to actually shoot some of these guns.
Oh, yeah.
we must have held 35 guns between us over the because we
Yeah.
also we also went to the gun
Like,
store.
hey, here's the gas
Like,
station. Oh, they have AR-15s.
God, those guys must have thought we were such clowns, dude.
I know. Look at these fucking noobs.
We're fucking holding AR-15s and taking
Taking
pictures of
pictures
each
and
other
shit.
and
Oh!
goofing around. Like, you know, they're just like, Jesus Christ.
fucking
Put the-
dorks.
honestly, what they should have said is, hey, children are not supposed to fucking handle
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah.
Put those fucking down.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
that really
Get your
is-
parents,
Yeah,
come back,
what-
and then
yeah.
we do. We go get
Yeah,
my mom
we
and
go
dad.
get your mom and dad. Now what?
Yeah, now we're gonna hold two, you fucking idiot.
Right, your dad comes in with a fucking Colt on his hip.
Yeah,
like,
a couple Colt, and then
Yeah.
the fucking quick reload fucking canisters. All right, we're at like 158. Let's go have a smoke and
Oh,
see
are
if
we
we
really?
want.
Are we?
Yeah, we have,
Okay.
dude. We have not even gotten to any of the shit we have on here.
Yeah.
we don't really have to. None of it's time sensitive, but we're gonna come back.
I'd like to do that comedian if possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I got another bit of secret footage for you
Yeah,
guys.
he's been real Project Veritasi lately.
Well, it occurs to me like how many missed opportunities for the show there are of just in my day-to-day life, just funny shit.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
illegally wiretapping a courthouse.
I'm trying to get better about it. Yeah.
Oh wait, that wasn't you. That was a
that was
caller.
a listener.
Yeah, a
probably
listener sent that in. I'm pretty sure
was
All
up there.
right.
Well, it's all public record. They could probably find out you were there and,
Yeah.
sneak in and do what they did, I guess. I mean,
I guess so. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's always going to be some sort of grease bag out there doing something.
Some fucking grease bag. That whole trip was a real grease bag operation. Just fucking eating pork rinds, talking shit the whole time.
Yeah. Tell my mom you're gay with me.
Yeah, dude. I remember the one. No, actually, when I stopped, is I saw her like with this look of like, "Wait a second, is this a joke?" I was like, "All right, I'll stop."
Yeah, it was fun though, man. We'll be back up there.
But I think because the reason I was making the joke is it is a hilarious thing to have, like, we're not married, we don't have kids, and like when you have, my dad was like this with his friend Mark. It's like they did. I remember I was recalling a trip that they took many years back where it was the exact same thing. One of them had gotten arrested, the other one had to go with and help him do this and that and whatever. And it is funny once like when you're our age. To like have this style of friend, it's not everybody really has this,
Yeah,
And
no, that's true.
So that's why I was like
Yeah.
joking about it, because I'm like, it kind of seemed like we were a couple. You know what I mean? I'm like, she might believe this. But anyways, yeah. What do you got for the break?
All right, yeah. Let's throw on a vid of, you know what? Let's go with us.